This is 2017 question number 1 from the geometry paper. This is NZQA last year's paper. I want to show the students how to solve this one. Question number 1B, second part. This can be solved by using Pythagoras, which is pretty straightforward. They are asking us to find out the length of x, and since this is a right angle triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. We are trying to figure out the smaller side length AD, which is x. So x to the power 2 equals hypotenuse squared. This is the time we got to subtract BD squared. And if we substitute the values, that should give us the answer. But the question is, what's the length of AB? A and B are the center of two circles. So we are looking at AB equals 2 times radius. So what we can write, x squared equals 2r to the power 2. Make sure you power the whole thing, minus BD squared is once again r squared. That gives you 4r squared minus r squared, which equates to 3r squared. So x should be equal to square root of 3 times r, which gives you something like 1.73 lots of r. So that's the connection between x and r. Alternative way could be using cosine ratio. We could have let me write it over there. Cosine of 30 degrees equals, I'm talking about that angle, x over 2r. So cosine is basically adjacent, which is x, that's the one, over the hypotenuse. And from the previous explanation, we know AB, the length of AB is 2 lots of r. That gives me x equals 2 lots of r cos of 30 degrees. cosine of 30 degrees, which practically gives you the same answer. If you tidy up, if you simplify, that'll give you 1.73 lots of R. So I think the problem is not too complicated. Either you can use Pythagoras theorem to work out the shorter side length, or cosine ratio, or even tangent ratio will do. So what we need to do is review before the exam, review Pythagoras theorem and sine, cosine and tangent ratio. Thank you.